Alright, so if that's a 42, then that's also a 42, because 1 and 3 is a 4, and there's 2 galaxies in the universe, you know, from a different point of view. So you have a 42, a 42, and a 42, being X'd. So you know like how I do fly specs? You know? Can you see the X that an 8 would make? Or an infinite sign? You make X's, right? 3 of them. So you have a GTA, let's say. The GTA, let's say. Would that be the C? All being X together? GTA C. Is that your fly spec? Your 4 fly spec? Right there and right there. And instead of a dot always being a V or a 5, we're going to like base 10. It's a thought. 7. 7 would be the red. Okay? 13, 13, 76. Being a symbol of a 42. You know, 3 42s coming together with a 7. 1 7. 1 of 7. Okay? So, again, when I look at this cell, I see one-dimensional lines, I see two-dimensional pictures, I also see three-dimensional. Okay, I see, you know, you have to look in and out of the page, right? So there are lines of division, and I can see, you know, like this looks like it could be rotating. Okay? Just as well as this one could be rotating. Okay? Just as well as this could be rotating. From a certain point of view. So, again, I'm trying to break down the 42s. I don't know why I'm looking at 42s. But again, we have another 4 corners of the Earth. Okay. Anyway, so just thought that was interesting. See what I mean here? Now if you envision a diamond here, okay, it's a square or diamond. And now you can see the, you know, the rectangle that goes to the square, okay? And then you back up and you can see like this big giant V, right? Now, if you imagine this as the square, but that square is just folded over on this half of the board, and then on the other half of the board, and it too has 4 corners with a center. Okay, it's another 42. This is like a pillar, okay, of a table for one of the 4 corners. Now it goes to here. The reason it comes out is because it's a 1. That's how deep the pillar is. So that's why it goes out the 1 here, because that's how deep the pillar is. Okay, you have to understand that, like, this is where you get, like, this V here is your 120 volts for the free energy device, and this one right here is your 220, you know? I know it's 240, but, like, 220 is, I think, what you need. Anyway. Interesting how it's a corner. Okay, the other one you can't see because it's behind the page. Like, it'd be behind this. So 42 is the answer to everything, okay? It's just, I get it now. It makes a square, and at each corner of the square, there's a square, micro, 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 infinite, okay? It's creation, it's cellular, okay? You see the Optimus Prime face staring at you in the face? I don't know, you see 3-dimensional images on a 2-dimensional plane with 1-dimensional lines everywhere? But anyways, that could be why I changed my logo. You have to make the X, guys. You have to make the X. I don't know. Okay. Oh my god, Eureka. Alright, so if this is a 1, and that's a 1, and that's a 1, and that's a 1, and it makes a 4, a diamond, a corner, a square, which is a pillar. And that's a pillar. And that's a pillar. That means that your tabletop pillar, what's that, like the under earth of, or like the under, the new Pluto, you know, like the solids, the new crust of the new flat two-dimensional earth plane of whoever, maybe Austin Lee Meredith or something, just, you know. So Armageddon, which is 1 of 4 of 5 of 6 of 0, or 1 of 4 of 5 of 6 of 0, or 3 of 4 of 5 of 6 of 7. Anyways, like, look at that. It's literally the space. That's not the pillars, okay? And you have to imagine that this would, you know, extend and fill out like all this V down to this pillar, and, you know, etc., if you were to unravel the puzzle. So, Armageddon. Wow, right there, that's Armageddon. Boom, is now like the crust, pictorially, on a tabletop with 4 corners, the 4 pillars of your flat earth dome. Not saying that, I'm just saying from a certain point of view. So, yeah, that is interesting.